a show in the game, but with more watching it, hardly focusing. From the windows in the fading day, First Avenue is turning grey. Do you ever look at me and see another man? Let's get to my beers and try to make a plan. Sometimes it feels as though I have a key, but every time I try it won't turn for me. Seattle, you've got to love the rain. Then they both love rain. Both love rain. Seattle, I want you just to say. Then they both love rain. Both love rain. Boom. Dun, 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 dun. Ba-dum. The reason I chose this song was there was and still is this X-Files video game for PlayStation and PC that was quite successful, and it's actually a very good game for what it is. And it was popular even here in Russia, which I find pretty surprising, especially for the late 19th, then I was 8 years old or something. This game is pretty hard to translate and to understand for non-native English speakers, let alone 8-year-old non-native speakers, but somehow I managed to complete this game with my friends and my family. Good memories. But the majority of this game is set in, you've guessed it, in Seattle, Washington, and this fact alone made me interested in that state and that city. You dig up facts like one of the video conferences between USA and USSR in the 18th was in fact between Leningrad, which is St. Peter, where I record this video right now, and Seattle. Recently I was watching the playthrough of that X-Files game, and this word Seattle got stuck in my head again, and I got pretty obsessed with it just like 20 years ago. And after a few weeks I realized, wait a minute, there was a Mark's song called Seattle. So I guess that's how songwriting works. You see or remember something that happened when you was a young kid, or a more recent event, then you can rediscover that, you get obsessed, you can't get something out of your head, and you end up using it all as an inspiration. In my case, that was inspiration to make a lesson on this song. Doesn't matter, I may never visit Seattle in my whole life, likely never will, or America for that matter, but inspiration and music really transcends geography. Seattle is a little but really beautiful slow ballad that sets up a certain mood. It has a lot of ways to play it, but I think it sounds best in this setup. 3rd fret capo. It sorts of works on the 5th fret, and it also works with no clamp at all, but anyway, in intro I play these 3 chords: A major, blocking the 1st string, then a pretty rare chord in Mark's music, but extremely popular chord in jazz, which is G6-9, because here is the 6th and here is the 9th. It's G6-9, and it sounds great in this context. The go-to grip for it is mute 3-2-2-3-3, but with the bass note down. By changing the bass note, you change the chord, basically. C6-9, G6-9. music is pretty amusing sometimes, isn't it? This chord gets used in gypsy jazz all the time. Django played it a lot because it's very enjoyable to grip. 2 fingers here, and I think he was able to apply one of his crumpled fingers to play the top part. Back to A, and now I play E minor with G in the bass. I do it to preserve this melody that's going on. And it also sounds great with some bass. Of course, nothing stops you from playing simply A to G. That's not that type of a song to demand perfect changes. Sometimes I play it simple, but the verse also continues with A to F sharp minor, to D, which I play with A in the bass as usual, to A. This bass move is so great. I think it's all about honoring the song, serving the song. If you gave me this chord progression and I played it for the first time, I can guarantee you I'd want to play this boom boom. It's just something you want to play almost instinctively. And I think Mark did the same and applied this great Hank Marvin inspired guitar sound in this song. A with G sharp in the bass, F sharp minor, B minor to G. I think that's just a beautiful chord sequence, and the icing on the cake here is this G major 7 in this particular shape. I play it like B minor with G in the bass, because of that melody. And this note sounds really good here. Again, simpler shapes could be used. This is the way I play it. To some new changes again. D, A, D, B minor, E major out of the blue. And it ends like a beat before. So the verse is this big verse, and I play it again because it's so beautiful. this long verse goes to this short chorus, and before that I like to play major 7 again. It's just a few words in the chorus and 4 chords. D, A, boom boom, boom boom, G, and E minor. For this part I use the same idea like you can find in the Travelman song, where I play it in the I Wish You Were Here fashion, with 2 notes. Pedal notes on top. Difference here, it's again G6-9 chord, which I already discussed, but going to E minor 7. I really dig this sound. I love that it has a bit of this dark tone from E minor with a little bit of sun, as opposed to full E minor 7. Sounds too sweet to my taste. But you can't go wrong with this chorus, and it sounds great even the simple chords as well. You can really play anything that suits your fancy here. It's a little song and another example of Mark's geography song, but here it's even more like a character song since it's about a city and every city has its own character. I hope you enjoyed it, and I wish you having fun learning this song. Keep Knopflering, and thanks for watching.